Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled. This is Mila J. Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Hi. Hey.
What's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled. This is Mila J. Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
E-Class Consulting. It's owned and operated by Carrice, providing tools, training, and resources that are sure to make you and your business even more successful. We are staffed with a marketing, credit, tax, and a real estate consultant. E-Class Consulting also provides a temporary admin service called E-Class Admins. Want to book an appointment with E-Class Consulting? Call 702-518-3002 or email book@eclassconsulting.com. E-Class Consulting, navigating you to greatness.
Yo, it's Tavon Greatness Patterson. Want to listen to Hot 702.5 on the go? Download the Hot 702.5 app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store if you got an Android like me.
Let's get it.
To Hotlyte right here on hot7025fm.com. I am fine as Carrice, and yes, I am here with another Hotlyte live, okay? And I'm feeling a little beachy today, and I think I think my guest might be a little beachy too. So we're going to talk about all of that, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into it. We have Cat Dad in the building. How you feeling?
Feeling fine.
You feeling good?
Yeah.
Good.
Always.
I'm very glad to hear that. So, did you travel in today? What's the status?
I actually flew in yesterday evening.
Yeah.
So Today we got the whole waking up in Vegas treatment.
Okay. Are you staying on the Strip or what?
Right on the Strip. Yep.
Oh, look at you. Okay, so like what part of the Strip? I don't want you to tell everybody because I don't want you to have any pandemonium at your hotel. But like what side of the Strip? Like what did you see when you woke up today? Did you open the windows?
Man, I saw a lot of cars, some statues,
okay,
sunrise.
Okay, all right.
It was nice. I actually am not quite sure what part we're on exactly.
Got it.
But I know it's definitely got the vibes.
Okay, good. See, Vegas is itself. It is a vibe in itself.
Yeah.
For sure. But where are you from?
From California.
What part?
Central California. So
Central California.
Yeah, right around like San Luis Obispo area.
Okay. So you're like so that's not too far from the water. You're right there.
Yeah, like the water is pretty much 5 to 10 minutes if you just head toward the coast from any part of it.
Okay. I did like a drive up the coast.
Yeah.
And I did go through there.
Yeah.
So that was cool.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's got like a little bit of everything in California. It's got like, you know, a little bit of like the beach, the mountains, the woods, the countryside.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like all of it.
Okay, good. So you love it?
Oh yeah, I definitely love it.
I'm sure. I think that's the one thing that Vegas is missing, like the water. Like if we had a beach, like it would be like the most awesome place to be.
When we were flying in too, I was just like looking at all the mountains.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, like the landscape is so beautiful. Where's the ocean? That's the only part.
Right. So we have like a lake, but it's kind of lame. It's super lame, actually. It's very, very lame. Well, listen, I want to talk about a couple of things because I don't know. You're pretty popular on Spotify, TikTok. Like, how's that going?
It's kind of like, you know, I think everyone was kind of riding the 2020 wave. Mm-hmm. So I think in general on TikTok, everything's kind of like mellowed out a bit.
Yeah.
But it's still going pretty good. You know, got a pretty solid fan base from there. That's kind of like where it sprouted from, and now it's kind of been popping off on Instagram a bit more, and just kind of like transitioning it around to like different social medias and stuff. Yeah.
So like we were talking about this offline, but we were talking about how super popular and famous you are on Spotify. And then you have like this really cool chick that's here that's a photographer in the studio at the moment, but she like has more titles and stuff, and you guys like have a song together and everything.
Oh yeah, I think my favorite title of hers is My New Fiance.
Yes. Yeah. So when did this happen?
August 20th on her birthday.
Cool. I literally I got married on August 8th.
No way.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Congratulations to you guys. That's super cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so you know that's cool that you two can work together and all that. And how does that work? I almost fired my husband the other day from working at the radio station. I'm like, you know what? Today's your last day.
Oh my God.
I tried to give him a coaching, it didn't work out. So, like, tell me that. How is it working together? Because you're doing music together. I assume that you guys help each other do edits and things like that for social media and videos and stuff like that. Because she has this pretty dope camera, so I can only imagine that she's probably shooting some other things too.
Just the tip of the iceberg.
Right. So, like, how is that working together?
You know, honestly, it's amazing because we both are creative in really similar ways, but I think our strengths creatively are almost like we kind of fill each other's gaps in a way, you know? So it's like a lot of times we're almost constantly just talking about something, and then when it comes to creating, we're like always bouncing ideas off each other. And like a lot of times, you know, she kind of has taught me a lot about like visuals and stuff, and kind of like how to kind of get that side out there. And I've kind of like introduced her a lot more to like the music side of things. So I was just talking to someone yesterday. I was like, yeah, she teaches me her eyes and I teach her my ears, kind of a thing, you know. But
isn't this freaking cute? Look at this. So when did you know she was the one? And then we're going to end this conversation and talk about music. So what day was that? What did that look like? What day was it? And you were like, you know what? Yep.
Probably not more than a month. And that was 7 years ago.
Oh, okay. All right. So she's been the one since day one. That's cool. Well, congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
And I guess we're going to listen to one of your songs too together, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Or actually, I think the three we got queued up today don't have her on them.
Okay.
But they're definitely
What's the name of the song that you guys are together?
I Fade Away.
Okay, I don't have that one. But, well, you know what? We're going to figure out something on the break. But we do have some music. How did you get into music?
Man, I've always been a fan of just making any sound I could. So, starting with just like running around, making sounds around the house.
Yeah.
My parents somehow putting up with it.
So did you play any instruments or anything like that? Or?
Around middle school, I needed to take an elective. And so off a whim, I was just like, I'm going to do band.
Okay.
And so I played trumpet all through middle school and high school.
Nice.
And started producing when I was 12 or 13 in middle school. And then I started really writing songs and learning guitar once I was like a senior in high school. So yeah, just kind of been working toward that whole progression, and it kind of just flowed,
Yeah, being a band geek, because I am definitely a band geek,
Hell yeah.
right? So being a band geek is like, there's a lot of different advantages. Like you just have like this eclectic mind, and it is what it is.
Wait, I gotta guess though. I'm seeing either flute or clarinet.
The first one. The flute was my first instrument.
Oh, dude, I got it.
It was, but I could play a couple of different instruments too,
sure,
and piano.
Sure.
So yeah, I do want to learn to play the guitar. I should have learned that when I was in high school. I don't know why.
Well,
but that was many years ago.
You can do piano, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's essentially like a piano cut into 6 pieces, and then you just stack them all on top of each other, because it's all chromatic.
Interesting.
So
yeah,
you could do it.
Okay. I'm gonna. You know what? I might just do that. I might just go ahead and just be like, forget it. I'm just gonna go try it.
Hell yeah.
Well, good. So you're essentially like doing your own producing.
Yeah. Most of what I released prior to my album was mostly all my production, unless I was like collaborating with someone, usually another producer, sometimes other vocalists, and producing something for us. But for this album, all the production, all the songwriting, all the mixing, the mastering, it's all entirely me.
Nice.
From the ground up, the engineering and everything, all in my home studio.
See, like the mixing and mastering. See, that's where my brain is like, you know what? I got like 45 minutes of like mixing and mastering in me. Like I could do it, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, taking this one little line out is really annoying me right now. And like zooming in, zooming out, taking this piece, putting it there. Like
for real.
Yeah. So how did you just taught yourself how to do that?
Well, I did go to school for a little bit.
Okay.
Right out of high school. Just kind of took like some kind of like technical courses and kind of just like the know-how, but I was in a band for like 8 years, kind of like out of high school, and we kind of like taught ourselves everything just from surrounding ourselves with people who knew how to do it and looking shit up on the internet and just like, just kind of like gathering all this information and putting it into practice. So I used to definitely, like way back in the day, my drummer, my homie, used to be the one to do all the mixing and mastering, and I'd be like, leave me out of that part.
Right.
And then I just kind of started like being like, I need a new challenge, I need a new puzzle to solve, and now I look at it that way, and it's kind of sadistic, but I enjoy it a little bit.
Yeah. Well, good for you, because it's a struggle. Like, I mean, sometimes I'll have to like edit like podcasts or commercials and things like that, and that part's easy. But it's like when it's like several instruments over the other, that's when it's like, okay.
You're dealing with that audio real estate.
Right.
You gotta start thinking of 3 axes of like,
Right. Well, that's cool that you can literally do that yourself. It saves you a whole lot of money, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right. And then 2, you get it exactly like you want it.
Yeah.
Without having to tell someone 12 times, like, no, this is what I prefer.
Right. And I do love working with other people, and I think having the ability to do things on my own and kind of step into that, like what you were saying, where it's like I can have an idea and make it sound exactly how I want to and not have to worry about compromising creatively with someone, like that's really important.
Yeah.
But like it's almost in having that taught me to appreciate like just as much what it means to like creatively find that common ground with someone too. So it's like, it's cool. It's almost grown them both at the same time.
Yeah, I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
So how do you pick okay, so let's say you're creating a beat, right, for your song. What's that, like what mental state are you in at that moment where you're like, you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm gonna put these things together? Or is it like a planned process, or you're just like, I'm just going into, or do you hear something, you're like, I like that sound?
Usually most of my writing is driven by like intense feelings. So I'm usually just like caught up in a feeling or a thought so much so that like I got to express this further
what's your
than
sign?
words, you know. What's my sign? I'm a Virgo.
Okay. All right.
So I got to organize it all.
So you either have a birthday or you got a birthday coming.
The 5th, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, so it's I write a lot from like, this is the feeling I want to express, and I'd say 95% of the time I'm starting with the instruments. And so before I'm even if I have an idea for lyrics, what I want the song to be about, you know, thematically or something, when I'm working on those instruments, I will be thinking about that the entire time. Like, if there was no words in this song, would someone still know the feeling I'm feeling, you know? So that comes down to like what instruments I'm choosing, you know, what timbres I'm using in the instruments, what effects I'm putting on them, the tempos, the rhythms, like all that stuff. So yeah, I really try and like start first telling that story through the instrumentation. That way, like the vocals and the melodies and lyrics all just kind of exemplify it.
Got
you know?
it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, cool. I like all of those things, and I just think that it just, I think when we hear your music and everyone hears it, they're gonna be like, okay, we see what you're doing here. Have you produced for other people too? Yeah.
Yeah. I produce for other people. I've produced some tracks for her.
Yeah. The fiance, that's her. Just by the way.
Yeah. I've produced some stuff for just some other friends throughout the years, and like a lot of like the collabs I did back in 2020, I would do a lot of the main production on. With other vocalists, but yeah, it's fun.
Well, tell me about Yours for Good.
Yours for Good. So this album is actually unlike any other project I've done too, where I had probably a collection of like 12 or 13 songs or so that I'd written about like at this point like 5 years ago now, and a good little chunk of them just like wouldn't leave my head after all the years, you know, and just coming back here and there. And so when I was like deciding like, okay, I really want to get an album out now, and maybe there's something I could do with like a new production style and like everything I've learned over those years with like some of my old favorites. So I kind of like picked a grouping of those, and then I like kind of wrote the back half of the album and kind of like mixed them all together. But Yours for Good was one of those really old ones, and that's actually one of the earliest songs I wrote after like probably like a year of us having dated. So
So it's about the fiance.
Oh yeah,
I love it. Go ahead and introduce it, and we're gonna get into the video. Just like
all
that.
right, heck yeah. Hey, what's up? This is Cat Dad, and this is Yours for Good.
Let's get into it. Hot 7025 FM.
A small, lonely little girl. So they put their cracks in your confidence. Now that you are old enough to see, you know you don't need their part-time compliment. Only you can say that your timeline's mine to run away with, and with your words I'll be yours for good. Once a small, exposed little boy, I would lose my clothes to waves and sand. As I grew, my mind saw days of flower beds lying timeline's mine to run away with, and with your word, I'll be yours for good. Oh. Only you can say that your timeline's mine to run away with, and with your word, forevermore, take my name, I'll take yours, and with your word, I'll be yours for good.
Now that's totally a proposal song. Okay, so let's talk about that.
It actually gets even more nail on the head, but that's a deeper cut in the album.
Okay, all right, because I'm like, yes, that's totally a proposal song.
Yeah.
I love that. Your voice sounds pretty smooth in that too.
Thank
I
you.
like it.
Thank
Okay,
you.
look at you. I'm here for that, definitely. Well, let's go ahead and just get into some more music. We have Want to Take a Photo. Who do you want to take a photo with?
That one is, of course, about, capturing those moments with the people and friends. But that one is like a kind of like a slice of life song where it's like I focus a lot on like small moments that can have really big impact. And so that's kind of about like not letting those small moments slip by and being like, using photos to kind of like capture the memories and stuff,
Okay.
A little memory in a bottle.
What's the last photo you've taken of yourself? Because we know that there's photos being taken of you.
I think the last photo I took was when we were on the plane here. I just saw like the cloud, like right when we broke through the clouds. And it was so cool.
Yeah.
The golden light was coming down. 'Cause,
Okay.
the
So you
sun
had a
was
good
just
photo
starting to
from
hit that
it.
hour. Yeah, it was sick.
Okay, good. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. Introduce it for the people.
Yeah. This is Want to Take a Photo by Cat Dad.
Just like that, Hot 7025 FM.
California loving on the beach, my baby sitting next to me, and certainly I'm gonna wanna take a photo with it. Road trip up the 101 today, not far, but I feel so far away, and certainly I'm gonna wanna take a photo with it. When life moves too fast, though, I slow down too slow, mostly in my mind. Often take the day off just to cool my face off. Only take some time. California loving on the beach, my baby sitting next to me, and certainly I'm gonna wanna take a photo with it. Road trip up the 101 today, not far, but I feel so far away, and certainly I'm gonna wanna take a photo with it. When I start to trip out and I cannot chill out, I resort to looking back. Pull a photograph from days I laid in the sun, gets me back on track. beach, my baby sitting next to me, and certainly I'm gonna wanna take a photo of this. Road trip up the 101 today, not far, but I feel so far away. Certainly I'm gonna wanna take a photo of this. California, loving on the beach, my baby sitting next to me, and certainly I'm gonna wanna take a photo of this. Road trip up the 101 today, not far, but I feel so far away, and certainly I'm gonna wanna take a photo of this.
These songs are so fun.
Thank you.
Like, even your energy in it, it like makes it even more fun just because. Like, I love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Worth it. Was it worth it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Tell us about it. What is it about?
Worth it is like it's really kind of about like how you can get to know yourself through other people and like see those sides, and kind of like, you know, I think a lot of us can have like tendencies to, you know, kind of beat up on ourselves, or, you know, not give ourselves like the credit we fully deserve, and kind of focus on like, you know, the ways in which we maybe are like our shortcomings or whatnot,
Right.
you know. And I think Worth It was really about that kind of like idea of like we can build that part of ourselves up through seeing how other people support us and how other people love us, you know, no matter what and stuff sometimes. So it's like kind of just captures that
Right.
energy right there.
Well, good. Introduce it. We're just going to go ahead and get into it. It
Let's
already
do
sounds
it.
like a feel-good song.
Oh yeah.
And then also, too, we are our worst critics. So, you know, we have to kind of push through that and
Yeah.
encourage ourselves as well. So go ahead, introduce it.
All right, this is Worth It by Cat Dad.
I cannot wait to see this one.
Only you could know me in a way like nobody does. You show me in a way like I always feel like I'm falling in love again. I know I fuck up from time to time. Nobody's perfect, but you're worth it. You say as you hold me tight, baby.
Hey, what's up?
I wanna tell her that I love her so. Oh, you know, call to say, hey, I wanna take you out tonight. Let's go, girl, to the movies like we did when it first began. Meet me in the same place. Only you could know me in a way like nobody does. You show me in a way like I always feel like I'm falling in love again. I know I fuck up from time to time. Nobody's perfect, but you're worth it. You say as you hold me tight. You love me as I am, so I know in time that I can find the perfect part of me. The one you seem to see, I know I can. When I'm all alone and I think about what you mean to me, I can't wait to tell you that I love you when you're home from whatever you have been up to. I know I say it every single day, but girl, it just gets me sometimes. Whoa, only you could know me in a way like nobody does. You show me in a way like I always feel like I'm falling in love again. I know I fuck up from time to time. Nobody's perfect, but you're worth it. You say as you hold me tight. That's right.
love it. You better get it. Look at you. Okay, real quick. How do we get the name Cat Dad?
Well, I got some adorable cats.
Okay.
And
that would explain it.
I don't know. I just love how it kind of feels like you're at home when you say it. That's kind of like what always drew me to it, you know? It's kind of just like comforting and like relatable, and that's just kind of one of my favorite things to pull out of my music. So
good.
It's like, damn.
I like that. Well, perfect. Tell everyone where they can find you on social media.
Social media, Instagram at Cat Dad Makes Music. Same for TikTok, Cat Dad Makes Music. In Twitter, or X, I guess it's called now, is Es Papagato.
Okay,
so,
okay. Okay, I like it. Papa of the cats, I like it.
And then
like
also just catdadmakesmusic.com or catdadmusic.com if you just want to go old school.
Well, cool. Thank you for hanging out with me today.
Heck yeah. Thank you so much.
Congratulations on your engagement.
Thank you.
I'm sure the wedding or whatever you decide is going to be amazing. We had a surprise wedding. We surprised our family.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool. They were like, what the... So, yeah, we'll talk about that offline. But, yeah, thank you again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. My favorite interviews are the ones where my cheeks hurt afterwards. So I've been smiling and laughing the whole time. So.
Well, that's good to hear. Well, guess what, guys? We are going to catch you next time on Hotlyte on hot7025fm.com. Again, I am E. Carrice, and we are out here.
Your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music, keeping your radio on fire, bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot702.5fm.com.